Sorry about the other live stream, guys. The computer lost internet connection, so we're back on this one. Now we're rigging up rods, and we're gonna be telling y'all what we're gonna throw in this weekend, and yeah. So, Grayson will be right back. We're just finishing getting set up to do this. Hello. Get it running again? Yeah. Just two people on.
Just mine right here. You can't show it, man. If you show it, we get in trouble. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Here, move your rods over here, and I'll move mine over to my side. I need to put some line on this one, so I won't rig it up, but I'll say what I'm going to throw on it. Over there. Oh, this seat's really low.
You want to lower the table?
Huh?
You want to lower the table?
Yeah, let's lower it a little bit. That should be good. Alright.
There you go.
All right, you ready? So we'll be going over some of the baits we will be throwing out at Rayburn this weekend, and give you a quick explanation on why we will be throwing them. So the first bait that I will be throwing, I don't know if Lane can throw it. I'm going to throw this. It's a deep diving jerk bait, and the reason you throw this jerk bait is to get down to those fish that are sitting in about 15, 16 foot of water, and in comparison to this bait right here, this one will probably only get down to 3 to 5 foot, when this one can get down to probably 12 to 15 foot. If those fish are sitting suspended, you'd probably throw something more like this. But if you're fishing 16 foot of water, you want to target those fish a little bit better. Throw something like this. They'll get down there, they'll hear it, they'll see it, and they'll react a little bit better to it. Compared to this, that's all the way up. So instead of fishing up here, you're fishing down here, closer to the bottom. We don't need it. The next bait we're putting a lot of focus into is, I think this is the 500 DD. It dives up to 18 foot. And when you're trying to get to those fish, it's going to get a little bit deeper than this and kind of run right in front of those fish's face. It's going to be dragging the bottom, so bottom of the lake is going to be dragging like this, bouncing off any type of timber, any type of rock, any type of structure that's down near the bottom of the water column. And we've got a couple different colors. We got, I think this one's Shogun Shad, Shad with Chartreuse. There's a little bit more of a natural color that you can be throwing out there. Depending on your water clarity, we'll probably be going more natural with the Chartreuse to create more of a reaction. So that one, this one, and this color would probably be our better options, since there will be a little bit of stain, unless with them lowering the lake level, it's clear, which we have something more like this to imitate those shadow a little bit better. The next thing we have will be our Senko. Actually, do we have a Senko? I think there's one on the. Oh, I got one.
I got one.
Okay. Our next rig, actually, I got all the hooks in here, will be a early morning type bait, a little bit when the fish are pushing shallow. We'll have a wacky rig. This will be early morning, and we'll be looking for probably smaller fish, maybe get a kicker or two out of this. Last tournament, we caught a 5-pounder with this, and with one of our little secrets, throwing these glass rattles inside of it. Stick it in the thick end of the bait, and it creates a little bit more of a
Noise.
disturbance in the water that will cause the fish to react a little bit better.
Especially when it's early morning and it's darker out, they'll give them fish a little bit more sound so they can hear it and they'll look at it and go towards it for low light conditions, you say.
Yeah. And finally, I guess we already got one rigged up. A Carolina rig hog waller. This right here caught us a couple poles last tournament, and when else did we catch fish on this? And then in our first tournament, we were throwing this on a Texas rig and caught some up in some buckbrush, but with them being out in a little bit deeper water in that 15 to 30 foot range, this a 1 ounce tungsten and glass bead clear right here to create a little bit more noise in the water will get the fish a little bit excited. But that's a little bit of the main stuff we'll be throwing. We will be throwing shaky heads with something like a Mondo worm, or we got some ribbon worms from 6 Cents that we will be throwing out there in hopes of trying to draw a bite with a little bit more of a finesse presentation. Maybe even throw some of these blazing worms or anything that's representing a curly tail worm or speedworm. But
Now we will be going through what combos we will be throwing what on. So Grayson's going to start off with these.
right here, I've got the Shimano Claris medium action or medium weight. It's also medium action. Oh, medium fast. I won't be throwing this. I'm gonna cut this off. This right here will be my Carolina rig rod. I'll be slow dragging with this because the pressure hook set, you want a little bit more give in your rod so that it has more recoil into the hook set. At least that's what I've learned and that's what I've been told. Next, this right here will be my shaky head rod. It's a little bit of a heavier spinning setup. And I feel the bite a little bit better. I'm going to put line on it. It's probably going to be 12-pound fluorocarbon. And it's got a loose carbon fiber reel on the 13 fishing blackout spinning rod. So this will be my shaky head rod for a little bit of offshore fishing. Next, we have my Duckett Jacob Wheeler edition. It's a medium heavy with another SLX Shimano. No, that's a PCR. And this right here will be used for the jerkbait and some shallower diving crankbaits, just because it's a little bit heavier than the other one, and it'll have a little bit more backbone for the short hook sets when you're fishing those moving baits. Stuff. Right here, it's actually my dad's. We just got it. You want to start throwing big swim baits, but this weekend we're not looking to throw those with the heat that we have. So we've got the, it's a starter Z-Tac
Or
or T-Zac starter series. It's a extra heavy 7'9", and this will be throwing the bigger crankbaits, and hopefully it's got more of a backbone. So again, with the short hook sets that you have, it'll bury the hook a little bit deeper into the fish whenever you're out there. Next, we have my Daiwa. It's a medium light combo with a Daiwa DS1. This is my wacky rig setup. Obviously, you can tell it's already got one on there, so I don't need to do anything special with this. Maybe just put a new leader on or shorten the leader a little bit. And this caught us the 5-pounder last tournament, so it's put in the work and it's been proven.
Bells us ever at Ravens.
It hasn't lost a fish yet out there. Knock on something. Knock on fiberglass. And then finally, I have the Lew's American Hero Speed Stick with the Speed Spin American Hero reel. I have something. I'll probably end up throwing this a little bit. It's a blade bait, a little spinner on the back. I caught some fish out at Conroe, and this is going to be for if we get out there and they're chasing bait. And I think they'll like this. It's a little bit smaller, finesse presentation, and the fish should react pretty good to it, especially in the heat of the sun. Now Lane will show you his setups.
All right.
He'll have a
This is my backup rod, I guess. Yeah, this is my backup rod. This
he does have a problem with breaking rods, so I'll just say that.
This rod is a rod that I actually built in my ag class at high school, and I put a 6-scale Typhoon on it. I need to get a new reel for it sometime soon because this reel is pretty old. But I caught fish on this lake board, throwing the shaky head with a mondo worm. So yeah, that's my first combo. It's gonna be the backup combo in case something breaks. I always like to stay prepared. Alright, my next combo is this Daiwa Sweet Fire rod with a Daiwa Crossfire LT 2500. This is my backup wacky rig rod. So let's say there's
You break another rod.
No, not breaking another rod. But let's say I was using my main wacky rig rod and it breaks off and there's a fish that's right there and I need to quickly grab something. I'm gonna grab this and
So
throw it
it's
back
not gonna
out.
rock again.
I think that one time we don't talk about that.
Yeah, that was funny. He's like, I got a big one, and it sets the hook, breaks off on a rock.
Okay.
So the song "Rock and Hard Place" has a meaning in this guy's heart.
Okay. This is my main wacky rig rod. This rod is a Daiwa Arid X with a Shimano Stratic on it. I don't have a worm on it right now, but I just have a hook. Might need to unline. Line seems pretty fine, so
Check it, double check it. Rephrase.
I don't feel anything. Maybe right here. I might have to retie. But yeah, I'll retie that in a little bit. So yeah, that's my wacky rig rod. Okay, my next rod. This one's gonna be my. Which one is this one?
It's gonna be probably. What's the weight on it?
This is a Falcon rod, right? Yeah. What does that say?
Falcon Bulu
Bulu?
or Buku.
Something. It's a medium heavy. The flex is medium fast. 12 to 20 line, 7-foot rod with a Corrado DC. And I think I'm gonna be throwing a shaky head on this rod.
What's the weight again?
Medium heavy.
Okay.
I did catch bass at Lake Fork on this rod too. Throwing a worm like this on a shaky head instead of a Texas rig. So alright. This is my Castaway Pro Sport rod. It's heavy and the action is mod. It says
Moderate.
Moderate. This is going to be my frogging or crankbait rod. It has a Lew's KVD. The real ratio is where is it?
Are you giving a real ratio?
Yep, 8.3 to 1. So that's the real ratio. And this is, I wanted a faster real ratio for like frogging or top water, or usually for Carolina rig, you want a pretty fast real ratio so you get the fish in quick. And my last rod is this 13 Fishing Blackout. It's a medium action 7-3 or medium heavy powered actually. Or, no, this is that for one. This is my Carolina rig rod. But DC's
Well, that one's a heavy.
Okay. So this is gonna be my Carolina rig rod. Has a Daiwa Tatula. Is that how you say it?
Tatula, yeah.
Yeah, Tatula. This rod, yeah, it's my Carolina rig rod, since it's a one of my slower action rods. So yeah, that's gonna be that. So you ready to rig up?
I just retied this one. I got rid of mine.
All right, now we're gonna start rigging up, guys.
Again, wacky rig rod. I'll go through and explain the reasoning behind why we're throwing them.
Do I need to get some line for the Carolina rigs?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some line, guys, and some scissors.
You need scissors? Use your teeth.
Here's my teeth now.
That's because you don't brush them. you don't have strong enamel or whatever. That one sucked. There, it's in the very front compartment. No, the very front. The one with the boxes. Underneath the whatchamacallit. Yeah, underneath the life jackets. Yeah, go 12. $12.
I don't know if I just I think I'm for this.
We need to buy some more.
No, I have like it's like 1,000 yards of spool. Check this line real quick. We wouldn't throw this color at everything, right?
I mean, you can just, like I said, it depends on the water standard.
That
So,
one's for really good drinking water.
on this rod, I will be throwing the deep diving jerkbait. It's a little bit of a bluegill pattern. I know offshore you're really not looking to throw a bluegill pattern, but if you're in that 16 foot of water range, the bluegill were just getting off beds from spawning. So there could be bluegill out deep, and if there are, and you can see them on your sonar system, or you just know the lake very well, and you can figure out where those bluegill are at, you throw this. The knot we'll be tying with this is the polymer knot. What you're going to do is you're going to go in the loop, pull it through, come back through the loop. Make sure you give yourself enough line. You're going to go here, wrap it around, come down around, and tighten up. Get it tight. Not stuck on that.
It's hard to do with big lures like that, so because you have to get the whole lure through the whole loop. Usually I tie polymer knots I tie it when I do drop shot. That's the knot that you do drop shot for, and I use it when I tie flies on my reel.
You know, realistically, you're supposed to be tying polymer knots with your crankbaits.
And yeah, I guess I'm still doing that with my crankbait.
Right here, you got very little knot that can be frayed, that can get stuck on trees and get frayed. So you're gonna have a lot less likely of a chance to what?
I forgot to put the weight in the beads on.
On your Carolina
Yeah.
to have a faulty knot, and it's one of the strongest knots that you can throw while fishing. Preferably in certain situations, you don't want to have this knot, but if you're fishing standing timber, brush piles, and all that, this knot right here will save the day 10 times out of 10.
10 times out of 10.
10 times out of 10, 100% of the time. And you think I'm lying. I have never
Where's
had
the other Put it in my box.
What?
The other tungsten.
There's one in there. One's just a different color, and that's mine.
Oh, the green one.
Yeah, the green one's mine.
Oh, you gave me the silver one.
Yeah, but it's gonna be dirty to watch.
I mean, the flash might get the fish attracted too. I'm not gonna complain about that.
I mean, we were throwing silver ones last time we caught fish on them. I was catching fish.
I caught one on Carolina rig.
Lane doesn't have much luck on Carolina rigs.
Shaky heads on the bottom. When we're fishing Carolina rigs, I'll most likely be fishing, throwing a shaky head around. I might drag a Carolina rig too.
How many did I catch? Like 6 or 7?
Yeah,
It was a crazy day for me on the Carolina rig.
nothing too big, but we did call a few out there. Our main fish were, our biggest fish was actually shallow.
It was
Believe it or
early
not,
in the
yeah.
morning.
This tournament starts at 5:30 and ends at 1.
You know, with that silver one, this one's not gonna have much of a tap. That one's actual metal, so we'll have more of like a rattle effect. So we'll see which one produces more. But right
Oh,
here, putting the Carolina rig on, my medium. This one you can tie whichever knot you're comfortable tying. It's a preference call.
Well, you
Really,
can't tie, when you tie your leader to your swivel, you can't really tie a polymer knot. So
well,
I tied a polymer knot onto my swivel.
on the other side.
Yeah, on the side, on my main line.
On this side, the improved clinch knot is probably going to be your better bet. It's stronger than the original clinch knot and less likely to give on a bigger fish, especially at the point where the two lines are at their weakest.
Kind of, you can cut off the leader.
You want like a foot and a half?
Probably a little longer. When you cut off or you break off. I want to maybe like 2 feet.
I'll give you that, and you can adjust what you want. And our leader will be 12 pound. Less visible in the water, especially with these fish being finicky in this Texas heat.
They're very thin.
You want to give them less likely of a chance to see your line, feel your line, and all of the above because
Just big enough.
well, I do a worm hook because they're thinner, big presentations.
I don't have any. Do you have any?
And there are some in there.
I got a flipping.
That's what I put in there.
Should I throw those?
No, why would you put a flipping hook on a?
Just kidding.
Here you go, worm hook.
Is that what you were throwing last time? That may have been my problem. Why was it catching fish? Because I wasn't throwing a worm hook. I was using EWG hook.
I did a worm hook because, again, these are a lot smaller profile. So you see how the worm hook kind of sits more flush to the bottom when the EWG hook's going to put it up more like this.
Yeah.
And the Carolina rig's meant to go like this and maybe float up a little bit, just depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, last tournament, we would really be watching fish on a live scope. We'd put the lure right in front of them and they wouldn't eat. Like they'd go swim up to it and they'd just swim away.
Now, I did lose an absolute massive. Well,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about the scale that was on my hook.
Why? Dude, that scale was probably about like that big around on his hook.
That's probably why I didn't catch the fish. There's a scale on my hook.
Maybe snagged it or something.
Well, probably bit it because I felt it tap it a couple times. And then when I reeled into it, it kind of just pulled off.
Well, that's a problem.
What?
Always check your knots. Because
Make sure you tie your knots.
that
first.
would have broke off on a fish. tagging. Check your knot.
Yep, see? There we go.
I just don't think this line is good.
No, because last time we were using a different line and it did the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the normal punch knot.
All right, this knot's good.
Did you do the improved?
Is that bad though? Do it.
This should be fine.
Should be fine. You just gotta fight these fish kind of light.
I don't know why it was.
I don't know. It might just be the line. We got some good videos coming up for y'all guys. You guys. It should be good if we catch fish.
Even if not, Rayburn, you'll go out there and catch fish. And
Yeah, we should have a good video. So that's my Carolina rod. Rigged up.
that's my Carolina rod rigged up.
Shaky head. Look at the shaky heads we bought.
Shaky head?
Shaky heads are expensive.
Not as expensive as tungsten.
For hook, pretty expensive.
I understand why tungsten is so expensive.
But it takes a lot of energy to melt it down.
Give me a little pit fire, I'll melt it.
Huh?
So give me a little pit fire, I'll melt it. This line has a lot of memory in it. Before the next tournament, I'm probably going to respool all my line for rods and put new one on it. I'm literally already almost done.
I just got 2 rods.
You only got 2 rods done?
Yeah.
So far, I've got the jerk bait, the Carolina rig, the wacky rig. It's going to be my
Oh, I got my wacky rig rods done. That's it. Other than my Carolina. Oh, got my shaky head rod done.
You want to go fill up the boat tonight?
We could, or we could just do it when we leave tomorrow. That's sharp.
Why not do it tonight so we can just do a straight shot there?
We got to fill up the truck too. Because you're gonna take me to work tomorrow, right?
I don't know. I don't want to go to work.
I don't either. I don't want to make it over Boston. We're not doing Carolina further. No, not Carolina.
You got parade. Really, you shouldn't throw
Great
parade baits on the parade.
Which I don't right then.
Top water.
Well, I guess I'll just keep the frog.
Yes, so.
Unless I tie a leader on.
No, you want straight parade. Again, it's because of the way you have to set the hook with these rods.
Or the crankbait. You go to set the hook fast, and the mono has stretch in it.
I don't know. Professionals seem to say 12 to 15 pound mono straight.
How braid is this thing? I forgot.
Some heavy braid.
I thought it was like 15 pounds.
Heavy.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep the frog on this rod and do some early morning frogging.
All right. And the crankbait.
I'll just leave this one out and pick it up.
I'm going to be going with is
Again, no.
500 DD, 6 cents crankbait. Get down there to those fish that are kind of acting weird, not biting the Carolina rig, see how they react. Again, we're going to go with the polymer knot for these moving baits. A little bit stronger. Fish bite them a little bit harder.
With wacky rig rods. Alright, I think I'm rigged up. Or should I get another rod or something on it? No.
No, you're good. We've already got about 100 of them on there.
No, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How do you have 6?
But 2 of them are backup.
How do you have 6 that are just like non-fishing? Or 2 that are non-fishing when my 6 are all going to be possibly fish?
Well, what should I throw another rod?
No, I was just saying, like,
Drop shot?
it's up to you.
This one, one of the rods. Big spin bait. 7-inch, I think. Is that your card?
How did my car start?
Somebody's stealing.
Go ahead, steal it. I got insurance. It's not like they're stealing much.
Ned rig. You want to tell the story about the Ned rig? Like Connor?
My dad's in the video. You can comment.
I caught a 6-pounder on the fishing game on a Ned rig.
You throwing every?
What?
Again?
Yeah, you can throw a drop shot, you can throw Carolina rigs on there.
You know what I throw?
What?
All I throw on that game is a.
Weightless Texas rig.
I throw a rattle trap. What do you mean? That's literally all I ever threw. And there we go. So I'm all rigged up. Got all my main rods set up. Just need to get some line on the shaky head rod.
You have 12 pound on it?
Yeah.
I would be just the big spoon.
This weekend I'm doing a little bit of an experiment. I'm throwing it on a spinning setup. The reason I'm doing that is to test out and see if you can feel the bite a little bit better. I think with a little bit of a flimsier action, it should get you better feeling on the bites. Percent. We've been on this 40 minutes basically. It's a long time.
Yeah, he said he wanted to vote.
Hello? I'm coming back. I was getting a drink. And Lane's getting mine so I can spool up the one up. Bye. While we were waiting for Lane to get back from getting the line for the rod, I guess I can talk a little bit about my experience out on Rayburn. This will be my third year going into my third year ever fishing Rayburn. I fished it 4 or 5 times a year, depending on when the tournaments were held with SETX High School Association. I've won money 4 times out there on the lake, and trying to win some more money. Last time came up 2 spots short of winning some money out there. So hoping to change that around this time and make it a 5th time to make some money out on Rayburn. Here's Lane, and he can tell you about his experience out on Rayburn.
All right, so I'm currently on the St. Houston State bass fishing team. This upcoming year will be my 2nd year on it. I only fished 1 club tournament last year in the fall out of Conroe against A&M. Of course, St. Houston beat A&M.
Don't even say that, dude. You know, if it was any other tournament, A&M would beat you.
Conroe is like our home lake, only 30 minutes away. But in high school, I fished on the SETX Fishing Association for all 4 years of high school. My first year, I only fished 1 tournament at Rayburn because they had to cancel all the tournaments because of the water levels there. And the tournament I did fish, we had boat issues. And so we had to go rent a boat, and we didn't catch anything in the tournament. But that was my first year, and the other 2 years, I fished all the tournaments. We've gotten close to winning money, but
Don't brag about the time you beat me because I couldn't weigh in.
but yeah, we got close to making money, but didn't make any money. But hopefully, in these tournaments we're fishing this summer, this upcoming tournament, we'll win some money.
You need to get him his first bass fishing paycheck.
Yeah, for sure. Bought the boat from Grayson's Fishing Partner, actually. It's a 96 Pro Gator with a Mariner 175 on it. It runs about, how fast do you think?
60 miles.
60, yeah. Pretty fast for a 19, almost a 20-foot boat. It's like 19'8", something like that. We have a Minn Kota Ultrex on it.
You gave him the tour for about that.
Yeah, I cut it out because I think I lost connection. Got Minn Kota Ultrex on it, 36 volt. We are looking into getting a 36 volt lithium battery to switch out for the 3 heavy lead acid batteries that I have in the boat right now. So we can maybe get a little bit of a higher top speed. We do have Panoptix boat. Grayson bought that about a few months ago.
Yeah.
We caught a few fish. I mean, we caught a decent amount of fish on using the Panoptix.
Still not worth. It's not worth it.
He swears that it wasn't worth money, but
No.
we do find bait and stuff on it, and we do find schools of bass.
Until we make money using it, it's not worth it.
Yeah. What else we got? We got Lowrance Hook 2, or is it
Hook
something on the boat? We need to get something new, but we don't have money for it right now. That's what we use for navigation on the boat. What else we got? Live well, big live well, nice big live well. We haven't had a fish die in the boat, so that's pretty good. We got a 50-gallon big fuel tank. Runs off of premium.
Yeah.
You wanna
Something
tell
we don't have money for, but
It's like $400 for like it's like $200 to fill up the whole boat, but we never put $200 in.
We put 100.
We're probably gonna put $100 in, put like 25 gallons, so half a fuel tank, half a tank. The motor is pretty much brand new because it's been through a lot.
We don't talk about the Aubrey situation.
It's been blown up by his fishing partner. They blew it up. Oh, he
I'm
didn't blow it up.
surprised he hasn't blown it up.
And he gets service soon. Yeah, it's been blown up into the shop, been rebuilt, broken back in. Hasn't failed us yet.
Except for the starter going out.
Yeah, we were at Lake Travis.
I think it's right up.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Right here. Oh, we took it apart to see what was wrong with it. This was the old starter. If anybody's interested in a
Wants to learn how to work on starters, there's one right there.
no, if they're interested in I bought the wrong size, and if anybody's interested in one, we can maybe do a little starter giveaway. Just kidding.
Wow, we only got 3 people watching.
Yeah.
Not many.
So yeah, we were at Lake Travis, and Grayson, I backed the boat up down the really long boat ramp because the lake was really low. He started the boat up, and then once he got into the dock and turned it off, it wouldn't start. It just clicked. And we tried pull starting it. We tried.
So pool start is not working.
Oh, it says on the owner's manual that you can do it, but we couldn't get it to work. What else? We tried jumping at the solenoid. We tried jumping the battery, and found out that it was a starter. Because the starter is really the only thing on that motor that has not been replaced or rebuilt or worked on.
No, other than the headers and all that. Other than motors.
So yeah, if we were to make a run at Travis, a good run, when Grayson that just happened.
Hopefully you didn't break another rod.
No, remember that. So if we were to make a run with when Grayson started the boat and after he turned it off, if you didn't turn it off, we made a run, we would have been stranded on Lake Travis and had to use the trolling motor. But
That was our safe room today.
we did catch plenty of fish there. The lake was pretty.
It sucked.
We were catching lots of fish. Lake was clear. The only thing that we didn't like about fishing there is
Pleasure boaters.
The pleasure boaters, yes. They would really run right by you and they throw big weights, and that's the only thing that's not fun about Lake Travis. But the fishing was on point. We were fishing shallow grass all day on these little islands right off the boat ramp. With wacky rigs, and I think we threw a drop shot.
Continue talking.
We threw a drop shot. We caught lots of fish. Trying to think what else. You want to tell about Conroe?
No, we're not telling them about Conroe. This was a boat prep video, not a give our life story and fishing video. Jumping off the boat?
No.
Didn't we break the Garmin Force?
Oh my God.
Well,
So
we didn't break it. It broke on itself, but that's a long story.
no, we're not going to talk about that. But we can talk about us running out of gas at Conroe. For thinking we
What did I say? It's not about our life story. Oh gosh, this is. You're boring. You You start talking.
You start talking.
What do you want me to talk
I
about?
don't know.
Okay, we'll talk about Lane dropping his girlfriend off the boat.
No.
So, after a long
I
day,
didn't drop her off the boat. She fell off the boat.
after a long day at Conroe, we were out there fishing. Both of our girlfriends were out there, and we were getting ready to leave. And it had
That's
been
when I had my Ranger.
it had been a rough day, and his truck couldn't pull the boat out of the water. So by the end of the day, we were all mad. We had a situation with the trolling motor, like I said, and emotions were high. And his girlfriend was trying to get off the boat. Next thing you know, instead of going over there and helping her,
And she was already getting off by the time I was on the side of the boat. And I couldn't
me
get
and
up
Madison both told you to go help her. And you were like, no, man, she got it. Next thing you know, all I hear is, I'm like, ouch. Like, I knew that one hurt.
there.
You got something funny? Oh, okay, I got a good one for y'all. So we went out to Lake or Sam Rayburn with our friend Kate. The entire day I didn't catch much. He was over there catching fish, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I'm beating you. I'm catching more fish than you." I'm like, "Dude, trust me, this is gonna come back and bite you in the butt." Literally the next weekend we had the fishing tournament, and we went out there. He got the first fish.
He still gives me crap about it, even though I haven't talked about that one time.
It's because you deserve it after that day.
I don't deserve it. You talk so much crap.
Just about that day. Just about that day.
Yeah.
And until until you can come back and prove yourself, it's still gonna happen. But
So this.
all day he was talking crap. And I was like, dude, you gotta back this up in a tournament. You're doing it now, you gotta do it in the tournament. Next tournament we went in there, he caught the first fish. And after he got that first fish,
I caught fish, but they just weren't big enough to pull.
he didn't. It was in there for like 30 minutes. Next thing I caught a fish,
At least we got our limit.
lost his fish, and then
A 5-pounder.
he couldn't catch one on the Carolina rig all day to save his life. And I mean, by we were seeing fish out there, we were seeing giant fish.
They just wouldn't react. We threw. What did we throw out there? We threw shaky head, Carolina rigs, crankbaits, I think. We may have thrown drop shots. We were throwing whatever we could find at the blade baits. They just weren't reacting.
I got a good story for y'all. So, this man does not know how to go back to shore. He used the restroom.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
So, he invented this thing.
No.
It's called a drop shot rig. And let me tell you,
No.
the inauguration of this rig was used at Lake Travis when a bunch of pleasure boaters were going by us.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw this on like TikTok or something.
The drop shot rig?
Yeah. Some dude. He was like, let me tell you about a really good rig for a boat. And he tied a rope onto the boat cleat on the other side of the boat cleat on the front. You get a stick and put it like a handlebar. You just hang off the side of the boat and do your business. So I was like, I'm gonna try that out.
This dude has traumatized me too many times on the boat.
Because he doesn't want to look away.
I do look away, and whenever I look back to see if you're done, it's just
I'll
spread
tell you if I'm
cheeks.
done.
No, I don't. I gotta know when you're done, so I know when to move the trolling motor so you don't slip and fall.
I'm not gonna
Stop
slip.
it. We got any more good stories that we can tell?
The Conroe one we're at the pump at the boat
Which one?
when we were fishing by the dam,
Oh, that's not a funny one.
or when we ran out of gas at Conroe. Oh no! The storm.
That's not funny. Just your sucky driving.
Nah, we were overloaded on that boat that day.
I can tell you about good moments I had on the boat before he became part of the boat.
I got some good moments.
I got some good moments. We're talking about our boat.
We got good moments.
We got good moments, but I do have the 5-foot swell incident of 2023.
Incident.
5-foot swell incident.
Why was it incident?
Because we almost sunk the boat. Oh, I gotta go.
Oh yeah. Your dad.
Okay, so we were out. This was early in the morning. It was like 2 in the morning. We get to the boat launch. My dad's like, "We're already out here. We're probably not going to sleep for another 2 hours or so, whatever we have left until we have to wake up. Why don't we just go fishing?"
Oh my God.
And we were like, "Okay, we'll go do some fishing." And next thing you know, we put the plugs in.
Or his dad put the plugs in.
At least we thought we put them in the water. And I'm pulling the boat up onto the shore to pick them up. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, why are my feet wet? And I pick up my foot and I splash. I'm like, there's about 4 inches of water in the bottom of this boat. And I turn over to my dad. I'm like, did you put the plug in the right hole? He's like, yeah, the one on the far right. I'm like, you're stupid. So we had to back the trailer back.
No. To get the truck.
He had to run and get the truck, back it up back in. I had to turn the bilge on with the boat was staying full of water.
That boat won't sink. It's like a rain. It's double hull foam, but it'll get low. We had to back the trailer in, put the thing back on the boat, pull it up, put the plug out,
Let it drain.
put the plug back in, relaunch the boat. That whole morning, us two didn't catch fish, and his dad caught 2 or 3.
Got 3.
3. And
Man.
then,
The battery ended up dying on us because of that whole situation.
oh yeah, then the battery died, so we had to do a battery swap at the end of the day. I was like, let's turn on the motor. Let's charge the battery. As I was putting the trim down, I was like, that sounds like the battery's about to die. We turned it on. And then Grayson said, or somebody said, turn it off. And then next thing you know, we tried to turn it on again, it wouldn't start. It wouldn't crank. So then we had to pull the battery out from the trolling motor, put it back, switch it. I'm trying to think of another story. I had one. The time where you lost the plug.
That's an Aubrey moment right there.
If you don't know who Aubrey is, Aubrey was
My fishing partner in high school.
Yeah, and I bought the boat from him.
Got a lot of money off.
Yeah.
I had to sway. I had to do some stuff to sway. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, Aubrey lost the boat plug because he left it on the boat.
And then I left it on the back of the boat. And
We had to go back into town, go get a new plug,
boot plug.
fuck the boat. Yeah.
It's turned into it's supposed to be boat prep.
Well, we're boat prepping.
And instead of being a boat prep, it turned into a life story prep.
Yeah, life story. Anything you want to say about Raven this weekend?
Actually, I can go look at what the conditions are supposed to be like.
All right, let's do that.
So, big key to don't go off my secrets. Okay?
No.
At Rayburn. At Rayburn, the first day when we pre-fish, it's supposed to be a maximum of 9 miles an hour. Really good for how we're going to be fishing. But the next day, the wind picks up a little bit. We're going to have 17 as the highest during the day.
Turn the day.
And it's going to get up to 105,
Oh, God.
106. So it's going to be a hot one. We'll go see if we can figure out the water levels.
They posted it today, right?
Not yet. Was it the 19th? Oh, it is posted. So the water is 1.6 feet below pool. 88 to 90 degrees.
Oh god.
That's some hot water.
Hopefully it's cooler. It's usually gonna be cooler lower.
Mhm.
So
It gets
you get
cooler
down-
the lower down you get.
Oh, the water just turned over. The lake did just turn over, or it might be still turning over.
Fish are staying near older wood where pH is lower.
So yeah, that might mean the fishing might be a little bit more tough since when the lakes turn over, it messes around with a lot of things that have to do with the like messes around with water temp, messes around with water clarity. It makes the water dirtier.
Keyword is oxygen.
Yeah, it takes away lots of oxygen.
You can get away with water clarity and all that stuff, but if you're fishing the thermaline, then you're not going to catch any fish because that's going to be a quote unquote dead zone.
Yeah, you want to be fishing above that.
Or you want to fish areas that have already turned over.
Yeah, like shallower areas are like the first areas that are usually going to turn over. Right up, like 16 feet of water.
16 foot of water at least 2 weeks ago was already turned over.
So we should be good for where we're going to be fishing. I don't think we're going to be fishing anything deeper than 20.
Man, we were fishing 30 foot of water last time.
Yeah, but did we catch anything?
Yeah. One spot we sat on top of and caught like 6, 7 fish on. I caught 3 bass, lost the big one. We went from 30 all the way up to 13 foot of water. But you also got to remember the lake's a foot low, which could play a big part in fishing some of our spots.
Make them worse. Okay.
Normally fishing inches of water from some of our starting spots.
Yeah.
That's all going to be out from underwater.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So we're going to have to figure out something new in order to catch fish.
We can go check it out on Friday. Just go
Right.
drive by there. Go check it out. We're not going to fish there. We know that we have one spot in Rayburn where we know that we'll catch at least one fish every time we go there. So,
But I think it's about time we let them go.
all right. Well, thank y'all for watching this. Or
Thank you to the 3 people that watched it. Well,
there's more than that. 3 people that watched. We have 5 or 6 on Earth. But thank y'all for watching this live stream. Welcome to LG Fishing. We got some good videos coming up.
We got practice and tournament.
We got practice and tournament, maybe another video. I don't know yet.
One of them may drop this weekend, depending on how much we can get done
Yeah.
out at Rayburn.
But definitely, probably either, if it's not this weekend, definitely Monday or Tuesday. Maybe post one on Monday or another one Tuesday.
No, you want to separate. Give them a little bit of anticipation.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But once we get them edited, we'll post them as soon as we
Look,
can.
someone left already.
Thank y'all for watching, and